Man, I'll tell you what, Ken, Ben, Bell's getting all kinds of hate because of the Southern accent. He said, I don't want to sound like people. He's uneducated. That's what you said, Bell. That is what you said.
And I stand by that. I was comparing. I was listening to myself versus the people I was working around, and I wanted to sound neutral so it wouldn't come across as being uneducated.
Brother Bell just doubling down.
He's like, let me tell you
down.
guys, I don't want to sound like you folk. That's what he just said. Can't believe you said that. Bell K, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you don't have a head. So the reason they say that Southern accent is going away is it's becoming urbanized because big cities are becoming more of a metropolitan place and because Bell hates everybody with Southern accent. That's also the other thing. I can see it because we're so much more mobile than ever before. Now, in very rural areas, it's still strong. But in bigger cities like Nashville, other places, it is definitely going away. And what is happening is it's becoming a melding of a what they call a neutral accent in the voiceover world and the Southern accent. And the people that were coming from different places are taking some of the phrases of the South. And the people in the South are taking some of the phrases of the neutral accents, maybe from bigger cities, New York, Chicago, L.A., whatever it is. And so it's not going away, but it's no longer as thick as it once was, the kind that where Bell makes you guys, insults you. I didn't.
The one thing that was interesting living in Oklahoma is you go right across the border to Kansas.
Yeah.
And folks in Kansas, their accent, they had no accent.
Yeah, that's the neutral accent. When I did voiceovers for a long time, they would say, we want what they call a neutral, almost Midwestern neutral accent.
Yes.
Where it sounds like nothing. And the Southern accent is beautiful, but it gets a bad rap. Because let's be real, if you are a girl with a Southern accent, especially if you're pretty, you're like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But if it's a guy, you're like, well, that guy probably is, you know what I mean? It's sad because I've said this, you and I, we watch a lot of shows in the English and they talk like this, right? And it's all nice. And you might think this guy, he's got to be smart. Listen to his voice. It's fantastic. And then you hear a guy talk like this and you think he must be the dumbest person in the world. There's a perception that's not true, no matter what Bell says.
Right. Well, and what happens a lot of whenever I was up in Boise, and there would be stories about tornadoes in the South. The only people the news shows, people, tornado victims, it would be somebody who, maybe made some decisions in their life that, kind of held them back, so to speak.
I know what you're talking about.
And so that's what, everybody, they'd say, is that how everybody is? And I'd say, no.
No, but it's
not.
It's crazy picking, right? Because I want something for like Antoine Dotson, we did his thing, hide your kids, hide your wives. They interviewed 40 people, but nobody was as fun as him.
Exactly.
You go out there and you find some guy he's got his shirt off, right? He's wearing cut-off jeans and like cowboy boots. He's like, man, I'll tell you what happened right now. This thing came here and just tore it up. They could have interviewed 100 other people, but that guy was the one that people are going to go, what that guy said?
That's the guy they're going to, that's the guy who's going to get on the news.
Yeah. They used to call it nut picking.
Right.
Right? I don't, that's his phrase because he hates.
Well, you just go find a nut and pick it.
Well, no, you find the person that's what they used to do for UFOs.